friends, happy Friday. It's Lori. Welcome back to The Generous Poor, where we're saving smarter, spending intentionally, and pouring into a life we love. I always love filming these on Fridays because it really feels like the start of the weekend. We're wrapping up the week, clearing things out, and setting ourselves up for a fresh one, which honestly feels so good. I cannot tell you how, if I skip anything, it is not going to be my kind of check-in and reset, because it's just a good way to sort of come together, look at what you did, look at what's ahead, and sort of prepare yourself. And it just to me, it just sets you up for success. This was a really nice week. We had a great time for the Super Bowl. Nothing over the top, just cozy, relaxed, good food, good company. And also we went to the movies, which was so worth it. I feel like when, before we had kids, we went to the movies all the time. And then life happened, kids happened, busy schedules and different things like that. You know, we just couldn't carve out 3-4 hours to do that. And now we're sort of coming back to that. And I love it because it's so worth it. We definitely spent a little money there, but I have zero regrets. And the movie, it just sort of takes you away from, it just takes you into a story and away from things that might feel stressful in your life right now, or different things like that. And I love going to the movies. But other than the Super Bowl and going to the movies, it was pretty low key week. I had a mahjong event, which was totally free, which I love. Big fan of fun, no spending, win-win. And I also actually had breakfast with a friend, and when we were finished, she treated, and that was so lovely, which is why I also love stuffing my generosity envelope, because I also love doing that for other people. And when it happens, it just kind of makes your day. But anyway, today is one of those weeks where I spent intentionally, enjoyed life, but still stayed very grounded. Doing a budget and sticking to a budget does not mean restriction. It just means being intentional and mindful, and carving out ways to, it sort of brings the priority list up to the forefront. Because if you're not doing your budget or doing anything like this, you could have like a million things that feel important. But when you start writing things down, you're like, these are the important things, and these are the things that I want to fund. But anyway, that is that. Let's get into our wallet and see what we have spent this week. Let me grab, one second. I forgot my... Okay, I'm back. I forgot my spending tracker. I keep this in my planner. I have one in my wallet. I have one in my planner. And so I always have the opportunity to keep track of my spending. I am thinking about, even though I don't keep track of my spending when I pay cash, I just primarily do it for credit card purchases so that I can pay myself back. But I am thinking that maybe I'm going to start putting down the cash transactions as well, just so that I can kind of see what I'm doing. Even though I am funding these categories, I just want to have another little data point to see what I am actually spending. But anyway, let's get into this. Let me grab my calculator, which I forgot. So I have that here, and this. I always forget this. Let me put this back in here. Oops. And let's get into this. So we have, and a pen. Let's grab a pen. Sorry, I am like woefully unprepared. Trying to get this in between like sunshine and I mean, it's like crazy here on the East Coast, the weather. It's like, -14 and then with a wind chill, and then it's 32 degrees and I'm sweating because, I'm not used to it. So groceries is going to get 68, and is that my only one for groceries? Oh no, 43. I have been leaning heavily into my pantry. And so, so we have 100, 10, and 11. And so I've been trying to kind of cook things out of my pantry so that my spending is a little less. So we have 68 and 43. So let me just confirm that. So 68 plus 43. So that's 111. Okay, so we can put this back in here. Then we have, for spending, it was 19. That looks like, no, and 30. Okay, so 19 and 30, so we have 49. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Actually, we'll go 40, we'll do 50, and then we'll give ourselves $1 back. So we have spending and spending. Okay, home. I don't think that I took anything out of home this week. No. Out and about, we did 54, which was our movie tickets. So 54, and I'm not sure. I might have to get a 5. I might have to get change out of here. I never have change. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I'll take a 5. And hopefully that, let's see, so I need 54. So 50, 1, 2, 3, and 4. And this goes into, back into my groceries. And this goes into out and about. Man, we bought our tickets online for our movie. And then our concession snacks were double, or not double. They were more than what our movie costs. I was like, how do people do that? How do people take their kids to the movies now? It's like outrageous. This is 30 for Pearl. It's like movie prices are so expensive. And then that looks like that is going to do it for my wallet. But we do have 23 out of home maintenance. We had to go buy some more salt for our driveway and our walkway. And since we have a dog, we get the pet friendly one. So we went to so many stores we couldn't even find it. It was actually crazy. So 23 is coming out of home maintenance. Hopefully we have it. We do not. You know what I'm going to do? I'm actually, instead of home maintenance, I'm going to take 23 out of home. I'm going to take 23 out of home. So 25 and then $2 back. Wait. Yeah, $2 back. So we have 25 and I need 23. That's how I'm going to do that. I'm taking it out of home. It's not, I mean, it kind of is home maintenance, but it's also like things that we needed for the house. So done with that. Okay, so now I'm going to go into this binder. And I'm going to take $18 out of hobbies. I was at Michael's, and where is my hobbies? I think hobbies is in my other one. Yes. I was at Michael's, and I bought vinyl, some of this like leopard print vinyl for my Cricut, and I was like, whoa. And so that's what that $18 is for, because I've never seen it before. And I was like, this is kind of cool. So I don't know what I'm going to make with it. I don't know if I'm going to put it on an envelope or if I'm going to, what I'm going to do with it. But I was like, wow, I love this. I love this. Okay, so we have 18 that I need out of hobbies. 10, 15, 16, 17, and 18. And this just moves from my high yield savings account to my checking account so that I can pay that. Let's do that. And then our last one is $38, and that's going to come out of holiday, which is Valentine's Day. My husband and I decided we are going to spend tomorrow in. We're going to roast some salmon and some a veggie. I got broccolini, and we're going to watch How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days, my pick, and make a mocktail. And I'm super pumped about it. I cannot wait. But anyway, I bought everything for our mocktail and our dinner, and it was $38, which is incredibly cheap, considering how much it costs to go out. So 20, 30, 5, 36, 37, and 38. And this holiday money, so now we are done with Valentine's Day. So what I'll do is move St. Patrick's Day up into this envelope and then move Easter into my next one, because I don't stuff a whole bunch of holidays. It was just becoming overwhelming, and so I just keep 2 in here and then rolls the money over into the next one. So 20, 35, 36, 37, 38. So we have 38 coming out of our holiday. What are you guys doing for Valentine's Day? Do you go out? Do you stay in? What do you do? I just feel like it's like a lot to go out nowadays, and it's so expensive that I'd almost rather just eat at home. Okay, so we have 38 plus hobbies. So we should have 56 here. So we have 20, 30, 40, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, and 56. So that's right. And then we should have 54 plus 30 plus 23 plus 68 plus 19 plus 43. And then, so we should have 237. So we have, this is all going back to the bank so that I don't have anything on my credit card. So we are a hybrid family. You know, I like every week to make sure this is what I have to spend, but I'm not afraid to put it on my credit card because I know that I have that money sitting in my wallet to transfer it over. So 100, 50, 70, 90, 210, 210. Wait a minute. Is that right? Let me count this again. 54 plus 30 plus 23 plus 18. Wait. 54 plus 30 plus 23 plus 18 plus 68 plus 19 plus 43 plus 30 plus 38. So it's 315 minus 10 or 20, 30, 45, 50, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So minus 56. So I actually should have, is that going to be right? So 1, 50, 70, 90, 210, 230, 40, 50, 65, 66, 67. I feel like I'm missing something here. What did I miss? So we've got 54 plus 30 plus 23 plus 18. Oh no, yeah. 54 plus 30 plus 23 plus 18 plus 68 plus 19 plus 43 plus 30 plus 38. So 323 minus 56. So 267. So 150, 70, 90, 210, 230, 40, 50, 61, 65, 66, 67. Whew, it was just a math error on my part. So I have 267 right here. This money, this will get wiped off. I will put it back in my planner, and I'll move all this money back to the bank, and we can put, let's grab this. And this money goes back to the bank. So we put this right back here, and then I just make a deposit. Love it. I love it when it works out. It almost didn't work out. It almost seemed like it didn't work out, but it was my math error. So anyway, we are going to go into my budget now. So this is a paycheck week for us. So this is going to be February number 3. We are a bi-weekly paid family. And so we get paid bi-weekly. And so what I like to do is I still like to cash stuff weekly, but our paycheck weeks are heavier than our non-paycheck weeks. So let's grab our high priority binder. Let's go into our wallet first and do our categories. Let's do our categories from here first. So we will do groceries, spending, home, out and about. And my out and about is anything out and about. I've merged date night, dining out, all of that. And that is in this envelope. Generosity. And this is, again, micro giving, small tips, extra tips, things that are not in my budget. If I see something out and I want to be able to give, I want to be able to give. So we're going to do $250, which is what I do every single week for groceries. Oh, and this week we are going to do $17.14. That's what we have to budget. Spending is going to get its usual $75. Home is going to get $25. Out and about, again, it's my dining out, date night, anything out and about. Pearl gets her 30. She's our Siberian Husky. Generosity gets 10. And Buffer is going to get 25. Although this category I haven't been using as much. And so I might... I'm trying to keep $50 in my wallet buffer because it's not a savings buffer. It is my wallet buffer in case something goes over in my weekly spending. And so I don't want to build a huge balance in my buffer. So that is, I don't think I used it again, but I'm going to be pulling that $25 out. So in March, I may tweak this category right now, but for right now, I guess I'll just keep it the way it is. Our paycheck weeks are not about restriction. They're about structure and giving every dollar a job so future me doesn't have to guess for sinking funds, anything that needs a little extra love. And that's why I like to go over, even though I, at the beginning of the month, sort of do a big budget, I like to go over things because sometimes, you know, your weekly things come up, life happens, and some categories might not, you might have to skip. And so this is my sort of eyes on my categories, what needs it, what needs a little bit extra, what's coming up, looking at my calendar. You know, a bigger budget doesn't mean careless spending. It just means planned spending. So I like to look at my sinking funds. You know, it's just, even when life feels calm, these little $5 here, $5 there, consistency really builds up. So hopefully, you know, that's kind of what you see is the build up. Month ahead and emergency fund, twice a month, get 125 in each category. Non-negotiable. I am building these back up after an emergency, a home emergency that we had in December. And so these two are non-negotiables for me. Rainy day is going to get 25. And rainy day is outside of emergency fund. Rainy day is like, you know, something happens to a hose or something outside, or, you know, different things happen around our house or in our life. And it's not an emergency, but it's definitely unexpected. So that's what this rainy day is for. Home maintenance is going to get 50. And these are sort of my bigger categories. You know, this is my priority binder. It's high priority for a reason. Yard and garden. I'm quietly building this one up because spring is going to be here before we know it, even though everything's covered in snow right now. It's, you know, it's coming. The things that are down the road. Health is going to get 25. Yard and garden is going to get 20. We'll do 25 for this. We'll do 20 here. House deposit, I think I'm skipping. Health, travel. So travel, I play some games with, but I do stuff my envelope as well. So it kind of gets a double hit because we are taking a family vacation, and there are 5 of us. So wellness is going to get 20. This is sort of like my eyebrows. If I want to get anything sort of outside of just, you know, I don't have a health and beauty. I don't have anything like that. It's more it's outside of our health category. It's sort of things that protect my mental health. So wellness, hobbies. I just took money out, so I'm gonna do, what do we have in here right now? 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, and 26. So I will do, let's see, 26. I'm going to do 26. We'll just double it. And giving, we just went through this category. And so I'm going to put in 45 because we kind of depleted this when we made a big donation to the Boston Marathon for my son. And so I'd like to pump that back up. At the end of the year is sort of a big giving time for us. Okay, so boys, 1, 2, and 3. We have 3 boys. If you're new to my channel, I'm going to give them $20 each. Let's see where we are. And then 25. So this is going to be $490. And then my priority binder is going to be 125 plus 125 plus 25 plus 50 plus 20 and this one's going to be 571. Okay, so we have 1714 minus 490 minus 571. So we have 653. Oh, wait a minute. Did I put that in this one? 125 plus. So that goes to right here. So I am including the boys in this one. Okay. Whew. Birthdays. We have a birthday coming up next month. So I'm going to put in 60. We depleted this for my son's birthday, but we have another one coming up in March. Gifts is going to get 5. And I just slowly build that category. Celebrate is going to get 10. Seasonal is going to get 5, and that's just sort of activities, different activities. And then, are we doing together? No. Holiday next. And we're going to put, and then on deck, we're going to do 25 for each of these. And the reason we're going to do 25 for each of these is we have Easter coming up, and that's a bigger holiday for us. Thanksgiving is going to be skipped. And then Christmas, every other week, Christmas is getting 100. And I'm not playing games with that yet. I'm just kind of moving through. I'm just kind of giving Christmas a break and just stuffing it for right now. Okay, so we have 60 plus 5 plus 10 plus 5 plus 25 plus 25 plus 100. So this is 230. So 230 plus 571 plus 490. 490 or 1291. So we have 423. Okay. So we have now our 2026 binder, which funds my emergency fund and my month ahead. And that's going to that gets 150 every week. Then we have my winter binder, and that's 100. Then we have travel, and travel in my games binder gets 65. Okay. And then we have our 50 envelope, and I got to go pull that and see what that is. And then we have my 5K and my 10K, and each of those get 50 minus 100. Okay, so let's see here. So we have 17. Let's do this. 250 plus 75 plus 25. So that's 490. 125 plus 125 plus 25 plus 50 plus 20 plus 25 plus 50 plus 20 plus 26 and 60. So that's 571. Okay, so now we have let's see. This is where I went wrong. So this is actually, my birthdays is going to get 24, and that's going to bring that up. So we've got 24 plus 5 plus 10 plus 25 plus 25 plus 100 plus 150, 100, 65, 50, and 50. So 604. So let's see here. 490. It's all this like math. 604. So we have 1665. 49. Let's see here. So I believe this envelope is 44. So we have $5 that we can stick somewhere. Let's see. Gifts. So 24. 5, 10, 5. I might do let's see here. 10 buffers 25. Yard and garden. I'm trying to think where I should be putting this. So 250 plus 75 plus 25 plus 75 plus 30 plus 10 plus 25. Oh, this is right. So that's 1714. All right. Okay, so we got it. 1714. These are my priorities this month. These are my savings for my games. These are all games right here. Well, most of them. And then I will do my denominations off camera. But this is it. This week feels like a good example of balance. We went out, we did fun things, we didn't nickel and dime ourselves to death, and we still stayed aligned with the plan. And that's what's so great about doing your budget and kind of checking in. This is the goal. You know, if you're learning how to enjoy your life and stay on track financially, it's these sort of check-ins are super important. Tomorrow's Saturday, which means we'll be cash stuffing, resetting the wallet, and reviewing sinking funds and playing in my leftover reminder with whatever's left. I love fresh new weeks, a clear wallet, a plan, no lingering decisions, because all of my decisions were just made. It's a soft reset, but for money. But that's it for today for our cash and stuffing and budget with me. And thank you for spending part of your Friday with me. It truly means more than you know. If you like this video, please subscribe. It helps support the channel and keeps this little calm money corner growing. And until tomorrow, keep saving smarter, spending intentionally, and pouring into a life you love. I'll see you tomorrow, friends.